Good afternoon from Exit 407. It's Ryan, and it's time to check out what's new in the Smokies for the month of November. I'll be highlighting some new restaurants and attractions that either have opened or will be opening soon. And I'll be going over a number of Christmas events that will be kicking off in the month of November, from paid Christmas light drive-through displays that you can go to in the area and free ones that you can both drive and walk through, as well as a number of other Christmas festivals kicking off at places like Dollywood and Anakeesta. So whether you're planning a trip to be here this November or December, or you just want to see what's new in the area, we hope you find this video helpful and enjoyable. If you do, at any point, do us a big favor, simply like the video. It's the best way to support our channel, and make sure you're subscribed. I'll be highlighting some things that will be doing more detailed videos in the future, but there's a lot to check out and only so much daylight left. So without further ado, let the adventure begin. So as we're exiting the Buc-ee's here at Exit 407, they have this Gateway to Adventure. The gateway is growing, announcement coming soon sign that they've swapped out, so not sure exactly what they'll be announcing for this area they're developing up here, but we'll let you know as soon as we hear anything. And as we come up to this light, we could take a right and head towards Knoxville. I did want to let you know about the new Smoky Mountain Nights coming to Zoo Knoxville. It begins November 14th. It's a 360-degree immersive music and light show celebrating the Smokies. It looks very similar to Astrolumina at Anakeesta in Gatlinburg. We'll try to work our way over there and make a video to show what it's like to help you determine if it's worth the trip over to Knoxville from here. And if I went in the other direction towards North Carolina, I would eventually make it to Asheville, North Carolina. It's been 1 year since the hurricane devastated much of western North Carolina. There's been a lot of rebuilding going on, and one place you could visit and support is Biltmore. They have Christmas at Biltmore in Asheville, North Carolina. It kicks off November 1st and runs through January 4th. You can enjoy candlelight Christmas evenings that will take you back to the very first Christmas at Biltmore in 1895. They have gently illuminated candles. The air is filled with the scent of fresh pine and the sound of crackling fireplaces. It's a really nice experience. We have a video of what it's like to go to Christmas at Biltmore, and we plan to go back in November that we'll be uploading later. That's another great thing that you can do if you're in the area and you've never been to Biltmore. We definitely recommend it. They're working on the new Walmart up here, and as I glance over, I don't see any structure going up at this point, but it will be nice to have another Walmart on this side of town. As we're coming up to Wilderness at the Smokies, I did want to point out that the averages for the month of November in Pigeon Forge is a high of 62 and a low of 36. We can average about 0.7 inches of snow in November.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
So if you just bring a little bit of warm clothes, it might be a little chilly in the morning, and later into the evening, I think you'll be just fine. You don't need to bring the whole Alaska parka with you. And as we go past Wilderness at the Smokies over here, I just wanted to point out that you can come up to the Smoky Mountain Water Park for their Christmas light drive-through. If I come up to Smoky Mountain, you can see they have it blocked off. They're working on getting their Shadrack's Christmas Wonderland drive-through light show that will kick off on November 14th, and that will run through January 4th, 2026. So if you're looking for a place to come just drive through with the family and check out some Christmas lights, you'd be able to do that up here at the Smoky Mountain Water Park. As we've run into some traffic here in Sevierville, I wanted to talk about crowds real quick. I would anticipate crowds to pick up later in the month as you run into Thanksgiving. That will probably be the busiest weekend of the month, if I were to guess. But again, there's just a lot of people that will be coming to the area to try to see the fall leaves. So if you're looking to do something like Dollywood or Anakeesta, I would try to do those things during the weekdays if possible, while kids are back in school. That gives you your best chance for lower crowds. And if I took a left right here, it would bring us to the brand new BJ's Wholesale Club in Sevierville. It's officially opening November 14th. We already have our membership, so my plan is to go over after they open up on the 14th and give a video tour of what BJ's Wholesale Membership Club has here in Sevierville to help you determine if it is a membership you want to pick up or not. And as we come up to downtown Sevierville, we could take a left here, keep going down Dolly Parton Parkway, and we would eventually run into the brand new Culver's which should be opening on November 3rd. They made a lot of progress. They're hiring people and getting trained right now, so they should be able to open on November 3rd. And between the Culvers and the Andes Frozen Custard, they're building a brand new HTeaO, which offers 24 unique self-serve teas that are brewed fresh daily. You can sample before trying it out. You can mix and match flavors, as well as add fresh fruit. It first started in Texas. This will be their 3rd location in Tennessee. In addition to teas, they'll also offer coffee, such as lattes, and they have a drive-through if you don't have time to stop, which we've heard it's just as good and efficient as a Chick-fil-A drive-through. Don't know exactly when they plan to open this up, but we'll keep an eye on the progress, which again is right next to the Andes. There's a new Andes going in Pigeon Forge. We'll show you where that is in just a little bit.
And in case you missed it, just down the road is the new Delauder's barbecue location. They used to be in Gatlinburg, but we got a chance to try it out. Fantastic barbecue. We'll put a link to that video down in the pinned comment.
And if I continue to drive further down the road towards Bush's Visitor Center, I would eventually make it to Newport, Tennessee, which you can go to a Christmas light drive-through called Christmas Never Ends. That kicks off on November 1st. We did a video of this place. We'll put a link to it down in the pinned comment if you want to see what this light display is like. And as we're driving further into Sevierville, I wanted to point out over here on the right at this corner, Dos Bros Fresh Mexican Grill is open. We did a video going over everything on their menu. We really liked their burrito, so they make everything fresh in-house. And if you'd like to see what Dos Bros is like, I'll put that video down in the pinned comment as well. But as we've been driving on the road, I've seen lots of RVs. So again, just a lot of people want to come enjoy the fall weather and see all the different fall colors in the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. So again, I would anticipate crowds picking up this month, but the busiest time of year is going to be between Christmas and New Year's. If there's one time where it's going to be bumper to bumper and just very crowded at a lot of attractions and restaurants, that's the one time I would say I would want to avoid. So as we go past the Walmart in Sevierville, we've already checked out a Texas-based tea company coming to the area. There is a new Texas-based burger place coming in,
which would be Whataburger, where this Steak and Shake is. At least that's what we've heard. When I went inside and asked the employees, they all kind of looked at me and said, I don't know. So this could be a Whataburger in the future. Just a heads up. This is the address, 1536. We'll see. And if we go down the road a little bit further, we would come to SkyLand Ranch. They'll be having Christmas decorations out at the beginning of the month, but officially November 7th is the first night of their Festival of Lights, where you can go up the chairlift or take a vehicle ride to the top and go check out a bunch of Christmas lights. We've enjoyed this over the last few years. We plan to go up to check out some of their new entertainment and new food this year. We'll be posting our SkyLand Ranch Festival of Lights video down in the pinned comments. So if you're looking for a place to go enjoy a chairlift and Christmas lights, this might be a great option for you this November or December, as you can see the calendar here.
Well, just trying to work my way back. There's definitely lots of traffic out, lots of RVs working their way into the Smokies. Hopefully someone will let me in here and get back on the road. Oh, thank you. All right, we're back on. Looks like Tanger Outlets is almost done getting remodeled. That should be pretty popular at the end of November for Black Friday shopping. As we cross over the Little Pigeon River, we are now officially in Pigeon Forge. And over on the right is Ripley's Illusion Lab that did open up. We did a full tour of what it's like inside to try to give you an idea of how much time you would spend there. It's not somewhere that I would anticipate spending a lot of time, but if you are going to do the Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies, it's something that you can add on. The more Ripley's attractions you add on, but I'm not gonna stop and check out the old Opry building. There's really no changes for what is supposed to be someday a Nerf and Crayola experience. So no word of when that, if that is ever going to happen. And we're inching through traffic coming up to Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Feud. They have a Christmas show that you can enjoy throughout the month of November. So we really like the food at Hatfield and McCoy. If you're looking to do a dinner show, this is a good option. I still like Pirates, is one of my favorites. And we'll talk about another dinner show that has a Christmas theme up ahead. And just beyond Hatfield and McCoy Dinner Feud, you have the Titanic Attraction Museum. They do decorate the Titanic for Christmas, the Christmas it never was able to have. So when you go inside, you can take a photo at the grand staircase, which again has all sorts of Christmas decorations. We're passing by the Mountain of Entertainment Theater. You have Array is kicking off their Christmas show in November as well. So if you're looking for a show that you can just come and watch and are not worried about having dinner at, you can come over to check out Array's Christmas show. I want to point out, if you have kids or grandkids and you want them to do some snow tubing, you can come over here to Rowdy Bear's Smoky Mountain Snow Park. You're able to grab a tube and take a ride up to the top and slide down. So there's no snow out right now, but around mid-November, depending on the weather, this will be covered in snow. They'll also have this area over here where kids can come over and they'll just have a bunch of snow that they can play in. So if you're coming from a southern state and snow is not something you typically are able to see or play with, this would be one of the places you could come over to. Again, back here at Rowdy Bear's Smoky Mountain Snow Park, right by the local goat. As we continue to work down the parkway, you have other shows like Country Tonight over here to the left that will also have different Christmas entertainment kicking off in November. So I think what we're gonna do is turn on to Teaster Lane, so we can go check out what's going on with Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt. Let's go past the backside of the inn at Christmas Place, where it's Christmas 365 days a year, and the Lost Mine Mountain Coaster, one of our favorite mountain coasters in the area. And passing by Pigeon Forge Snow, which is another place you can do indoor snow tubing. All right, let's come over here and see what is going on with Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt. So I did just check about when Scooby-Doo would be opening, and they are aiming to have it opened before November. So maybe by October 31st, they'll be able to open up this purple course over here. They're still gonna wait for the spring, I believe, for the orange side, but you'll be able to play one of the 18 holes over here, and actually do see Scooby-Doo up on the course off in the distance. Let me see if I can get you a closer shot, as well as some other things that they've added real quick. So I know a lot of people have been waiting for this mini golf course to open up, so it sounds like things are almost there. Should be open by the end of October. So if you are coming in November or December, you can come over and again play this purple side of the course. We'll try to get over here as soon as we can and give you an overview of what it's like, including their gem mine and some of the merchandise that they have in the building. I just want to point out, right by the Scooby-Doo Mystery Putt is the Mountain Mile with all sorts of shops and restaurants. If you are looking to have the ultimate Scooby-Doo day, you could come over to this escape room over in the corner. As you can come into this escapeology, they do have a Scooby-Doo escape room. We have done it. You can come over here, take a photo. They have all sorts of cutouts. If you're able to complete it, you can celebrate. It's a pretty neat little escape room here in Pigeon Forge. And right next door is a new Jewelry Love store. I'm not familiar with Jewelry Love, but if you are and you want to come shopping here, that will be open soon. Let me head back over to the car and get back on the road to Gatlinburg. And if we drive down Teaster Lane a little bit further, we'll run into the island in Pigeon Forge, which is our next stop. They've already got some of the Christmas lights out, which, speaking of Christmas lights, is the next thing I wanted to highlight as I'm over here at the parking lot between the island and the LeConte Convention Center. This is all free parking. And starting November 6th, this will be the beginning of the Winterfest Wonders of Light walking trail that is completely free. So you can park for free over here. You can go on this trail of lights that you'll end up over by the old mill if you kept walking all the way to the end. So you can start at the island or the old mill, but it's a great little place to go for a walk in the evening, enjoy lots of Christmas lights. But it's wheelchair friendly, pet friendly, stroller friendly. You can come for a walk with the family and enjoy all of the lights along the Riverwalk here. It's probably one of our favorite places to see Christmas lights in November and December. And the good news is this walking trail is on every night and should remain on until February. All right, I'm not accessing the data quick enough. Hold on. It's on my notes. Oh, no, that's not it. February 15th. I found it. February 15th. So you have lots of time to come enjoy some free lights over here at the island or the old mill. If you want to check out what this walking trail is like, I'll put a link to it down in the pinned comment. When it comes to the island, I just want to point out that all of the dinosaurs will become extinct on November 2nd. They will all disappear after that. The good news is I did find out that they will be returning in March, but it will be lots of Christmas trees out here instead of dinosaurs and fall decorations. And I also want to point out they'll be having a Winterfest kickoff event on Saturday, November 22nd. Santa will be on site for free photos with kids, and the highlight of the evening will be the lighting of the island's 40-foot Christmas tree at 8 p.m. You can always come and grab a chair around the island fountain that they'll have special choreographed Christmas tree fountain show every night at 6, 7, 8, and 9 o'clock until Sunday, January 4th. As I'm working my way back to the car, I just want to point out they are working on getting this pedestrian bridge finished, which would go over, once it's done, the Winterfest Wonders of Light walking trail along the water here. So this will give you another way to get across over to the main parkway in Pigeon Forge. There is one right now up by the LeConte Convention Center, so this will be a second way that you can go back and forth. So I mentioned you can do the Winterfest Wonders of Light walking trail from the island over to the old mill, which is where we're headed towards. So I've made it over to the old mill and Patriot Park. Just want to point out this is where you would enter the Winterfest Wonders of Light walking trail, just down this road. Again, in our video we go into a lot more details of what that's like once that kicks off. And I had a hard time finding a place to park. This place is packed. In fact, the paid parking lot across the street is even full. So it took me quite a while to park. Just something to keep in mind if you do come to some of these events. Just give yourself some time to get early to wherever you're going. The next thing I want to point out is here at Patriot Park on November 6th, the city of Pigeon Forge will be doing their Winterfest kickoff. So they'll have a bunch of different things going on, some live music, and all of the Christmas lights will officially be on in the city of Pigeon Forge as of November 6th. They'll also have their Wonders of Light Christmas Village with more than 35 different booths featuring a number of different crafters selling a variety of seasonal gift items. Admission is free and it will take place on the following days in November. So from the old mill, if we come up Teaster Lane, we're going to take a left onto Veterans Boulevard and head towards Dollywood. And as we make it to Dollywood, they're kicking off their Smoky Mountain Christmas Festival on November 1st, and that will run until January 4th. So you can enjoy lots of new food and shows and tons of Christmas lights all around Dollywood. We plan to be there when the festival kicks off. We'll put together a guide going over all of their new food and what you can get with their tasting pass, as well as all the Christmas decorations and lights, and break down the different shows and things that you can do during the Christmas time, including their snow in the Grove and any characters that they add. So we'll be uploading some Dollywood videos very soon. We'll put those down in the pinned comment once that festival kicks off. So from Dollywood, I made it back onto the parkway. I wanted to pull in over here to show you what they are going to put in front of this Food City Express, which they've already started building a brand new Andes frozen custard. Again, we checked out the one up in Sevierville where the new Culver's is. Our family is a big fan of Andy's frozen custard. That one up in Sevierville is a go-to stop for the kids if they want a sweet treat. So it's nice that there'll be a new location here in Pigeon Forge. Don't know exactly when it will open, but that will give us another place that we could stop and get a fun, sweet treat. Man, that sun is bright. All right, let's get back in the car. Woo. So from Andy's, as we're back on the parkway headed towards Pigeon Forge, we're coming up to the Dolly Parton Stampede. They're already kicking off their Christmas show at the end of October. So throughout the month of November, if you get tickets to Dolly Parton Stampede, it is a Christmas themed show. We have a video highlighting how the show is different and all of the food that's served, including some vegetarian and gluten-free options that they have. We really enjoyed this Christmas dinner show. If you'd like to see what it's like, we'll put a link to that video down in the pinned comment. But we're coming to the end of Pigeon Forge, and again, I can see the Christmas lights out as you drive along the parkway. Again, anytime after November 6th, you'll be able to enjoy all of the Christmas lights if you drive up and down here, including that walking trail. So just remember, in Pigeon Forge, everything should be on by November 6th. And as we pull into Gatlinburg, the same would apply. You should see all of their Christmas lights on as of November 6th. I'm gonna pull in here and bring you guys for a walk into downtown. As I was mentioning, both Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg should have all of their Christmas lights on as of November 6th. You might see some of them on a little bit earlier, but if you're here anytime after November 6th, you should be able to drive around and enjoy Christmas lights. If you were just driving, I think there's a little bit better Christmas lights to drive and see in Pigeon Forge with the 12 days of Christmas. There are a few displays that are kind of tucked away in Gatlinburg, and they have lots of snowflakes on the light post here in Gatlinburg. But if I could only pick one place to drive around and look at lights, it would probably be Pigeon Forge. And again, I really like that walking trail. If you're coming in November or December, you can't beat the free walking trail, as every dad out there has said at one point. If it's free, it's for me. So a great budget option to go enjoy some lights in Pigeon Forge. But let's go for a nice relaxing walk through downtown Gatlinburg to check out some of their activities going on in November. As we're passing by Parton's Deli, it looks like the Underdog's Pizza is closed down. It's completely empty, which is not too big of a surprise. Every time I'd walk by here, I never saw anybody actually inside getting pizza, so maybe something else will go in this spot right here by Hillbilly Golf, which looks like the line is not too bad right now. I've played Hillbilly Golf a number of times. I don't think I've ever played at night. They do light it up, so I'll have to come back and play at night one of these days with Bree or the kids. Looks like they're picking up all the flags as Gatlinburg will be getting ready to put out Christmas decorations very soon. And this is actually one of the reasons I like to walk for this video. I can actually move a lot faster than just sitting in my car, and I'm able to get you guys some better shots than just mounting the camera up on the top of the car. Plus, I've realized when I go for a walk, sometimes I pick up on things that maybe I'd miss if I were just driving by. I believe there was a little donut shop right here. I think that one didn't make it, as this location is up for rent and I don't see any donut signs. Or I guess I could have said, I do not see the sign anymore. Same thing, I think, yeah. So even though downtown Gatlinburg will have lots of Christmas lights on November 6th, and most of the Smokies will be in Christmas mode, the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade does not take place until December 5th at 7:30 p.m. It will come right down the road here, and it will continue all the way down towards the Park Grill at the end. So if you are wanting to do the Christmas Parade, just a heads up, again, Friday, December 5th at 7:30 p.m. My plan is to be here on that night, and I'll try to film the entire parade and give you a nice clean version of the parade to watch from the comfort of your home if you're not able to make it on that day. But just want to give you a heads up as to when the Gatlinburg Christmas Parade is at the beginning of December. One thing this video can't convey is how nice the weather is right now. It's a beautiful evening for a walk in downtown Gatlinburg. As we come to Anakeesta, I want to point out their Enchanted Christmas kicks off November 14th. They'll have lots of Christmas lights and decorations along with their great views of the Smokies, both the day and night. They're also bringing back their hot cocoa crawl. Bree and I did this last year. It was a lot of fun. Went around and tried different types of hot cocoa. Again, their Enchanted Christmas kicks off November 14th. If you'd like to see what that's like, I'll put a link to it down in the pinned comment. Wanted to walk over here to the aquarium, talk about Veterans Day real quick. As over here at the aquarium on November 11th, Veterans Day, from 11 to 12 p.m., they'll be honoring veterans out here in front of Ripley's Aquarium of the Smokies. And they should be adding a big giant Christmas tree and lots of Christmas decorations over by the aquarium and all around this area. So you can just go for walks here in downtown to enjoy Christmas lights as well. So from the aquarium, we work our way over to the Mountain Mall, and November 6th has been the key date we've talked about with Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg getting all of their Christmas lights on. This will be the start of their Winterfest on November 6th. They're going to close off the road from here all the way up to the Gatlinburg SkyPark. They plan to have live music, carnival games, photo ops, and you can get a wristband to try all the different chili at their chili cook-off for $10. But to get in this area, it's free and open to everyone in this downtown street style event. And again, that's Gatlinburg's 37th annual Winter Magic Kickoff and Chili Cook-Off. Starts at 5. We've made it over to Parrot Mountain, and there is a parrot over here, or is it a macaw? Parrot? Does he talk at all? Or she talk?
Come on in, guys.
Yeah, can you say yeah? Yeah?
Come on in, guys.
Are you excited for Christmas?
You just make a left inside. It's free to hold.
Yeah?
Come on in, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on in, y'all.
All right.
Make a left in there.
So you can walk around downtown to check out some of the Christmas lights. I always love walking through the village. I would walk with you right now. However, it's a bunch of fall decorations, but they'll switch over to Christmas here at the beginning of November. Right now they have all the different pumpkin people out on the streets of Gatlinburg. They'll be bringing out all the snowmen and snow women out onto the street as they decorate for Christmas. And as we are coming up to Fanny Farkle's, it smells so good. Just like Dory, just keep walking, just keep walking. Did want to point out they did finish up the outside of the Goo Goo Cluster store where you can make your own Goo Goo Cluster. It looks a lot better now. We made it over to SkyPark, and on November 6th they kick off their Lights Over Gatlinburg event. The entire park will be covered with all things Christmas and thousands of Christmas lights, photo ops for the entire family, a huge 30-foot Christmas tree, and lights that span the entire length of the record-setting Sky Bridge. There are a number of chairlifts in the area, but I think the Sky Bridge is one of the most unique things of this particular chairlift. And they've added more to it, including a place to eat and get an adult beverage and some different activities you can do up there. They'll have Santa coming on certain dates in the future. Let's go down the street a little bit further. It's actually really pretty seeing the sun set on the mountains off in the distance as I'm walking through downtown. We're starting to get some really nice colors up in higher elevations. And again, I think crowds will pick up as they're trying to hit that right timing of fall colors. And as we've made it over to the convention center, I want to point out that they'll have their Festival of Trees, which is a free event from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. every day from November 25th through November 30th. So if you are going to be here those days, you can come over to the Gatlinburg Convention Center, walk around and check out a bunch of different Christmas trees inside. But it is a beautiful night here in Gatlinburg. We got some people in Elks Plaza. Looks like a good line of people waiting to get in Howard's Restaurant. And we have made it over to Ober Mountain, which I just want to point out they're wrapping up their fall festival and they'll be decorating for Christmas at the beginning of November. You can still go and enjoy all sorts of outdoor activities. And once the weather is cold enough, you can do some snow tubing up at the top of Ober Mountain. And if we go past Ober Mountain and Luigi's Pizza, I want to point out that they did open up over Easy Al's breakfast. We did a full review of everything on their menu. So if you are looking to get some breakfast, this is another option. And as we pass by the Park Grill and Old Dad's General Store, I just want to point out, if we kept walking, we'd run into the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. You can enjoy all the different fall colors. Most of the roads should remain open throughout the month of November. Like I mentioned, there's a 0.7 chance of snow. So certain roads, if it gets too cold, we do get a little bit of snow, they might have to close it down, like Kauai Road, for example, that brings you out to Kauai, or formerly known as Klingman's Dome, which you can get some really great views. But just a heads up, you might have a plan to go in a particular place. If the weather's too cold, they might shut it down. But again, some days in November are perfect for going out for a hike in the afternoon with the sun out. It can feel great. I did Mount LeConte in November, and I really actually want to go do that again. November is a great time to still go out and do some hiking in the park. But that's going to wrap up our look at what's new in the Smokies for the month of November. I hope this video has been helpful or enjoyable. If it has been, hit that thumbs up button. But let me know in the comments, what are you looking forward to the most? Or if I missed something that you want me to cover in December's video, let me know down in the comments. I'm ready to head home and hang out with Bree and the kids. But if you made it this far, we thank God for you. Until next time, I'll see you on the next adventure.